you are now on posture 14, which is Prasarita Padottanasana, or I've just called it Padottanasana on your little calendars. There's 4 versions of this, so there's A, B, C and D. I don't normally do all 4 in my classes unless I'm doing an Ashtanga class. But I'm going to talk you through all 4 of them so that you know which ones they are. We normally do A and C. I quite like C in the classes, but anyway, I'll talk you through them. So Padottanasana is basically an intense stretch of the legs and a forward fold. So there's a lot of trust. You have to have a lot of trust in your body. Your body knows what it's doing. But I'm going to give you versions of everything so that you feel comfortable with wherever you are. Okay, so if you have just done your sun salutation, so you'll be at the top of your mat. If you take a step out with your right foot so that you've got a very wide stance between your feet. So it should be roughly about a leg width distance between your feet, which is really hard to gauge, but I think, so roughly about leg width. And turn your feet so that they are pointing towards the front of the room. So they're at right angles, parallel, they're on wide skis. And you're going to essentially fold forwards, the first one with your hands to the floor, the second one with your hands on your hips, the third with your hands behind your back, and the fourth with your fingers, your peace fingers, around your big toes. So Padottanasana A is what we'll start with, and that's with your hands to the floor. So you're going to inhale, bringing your hands to your hips, and gaze up, lifting your gaze to the ceiling, opening your heart. And on your exhale, folding at your hips, so not at your shoulders, folding at your hips and coming all the way down to the mat. And so the aim here is to have your hands flat on the mat with straight legs. But there are options, so you could, if it's more comfortable, bring your hands not to your knees, never put pressure on your knees, but above or below your knees. Or if you'd like to, you want to have that sensation of having your hands to the floor, but you can't quite keep your legs straight, then just fine, just bend your knees, that's fine. So you've got your hands on the floor, but you've got bent knees. That's absolutely fine. So inhaling, lifting up, exhaling, folding at the hips, bringing your hands to the floor. Just hold here for a second. And then inhale, finding some space in your spine. And exhale, folding forwards, bringing the crown of your head towards the floor. You've really got to trust your body here. You're folding forwards, your elbows are pointing to the back of the room through your legs. And on every inhale, try to find a little bit of space in your spine, letting gravity do some work. And on exhale, folding forwards a little bit further. And then when you're ready, rising up, slowly letting some blood rush back into your head, bringing your hands to your hips, slight bend in the knees, and lifting up. The next one is B, so this is with your hands on kind of just slightly above your hip bones. So if you were wearing like 1980s knickers, where your knickers would be, and you're going to do the same moves. You're folding at the hips, but this time keeping a really tight hold of your waistline. So inhale, lifting up, and exhale, folding forwards, keeping your hands into your waist, and keep folding here. Holding it for 5 long breaths. And again, when you're ready, just bending your knees and lifting up. And this time, you're going to interlace your hands behind your back. So your fingers are interlaced behind your back. And this is my favourite one because it's not just a leg stretch. This is also such a nice feeling for your shoulders. So inhale, lifting your gaze, opening your heart, and folding at the hips, bringing your arms above your head. And again, holding it for 5 long breaths. So you should feel this in your shoulders as well as your legs this time round. And then when you're ready, releasing. And this time only coming up halfway and just finding a little bit of extra space in your spine. And you're going to take your peace fingers around your big toes, opening out, gazing forward, flat back, and exhale, folding forwards. And this time, your elbows are pointing towards the sides of the rooms, and you're really pulling up. So pull up on your big toe and push down on your fingers, and that will create a little bit of tension and enable you to get a little bit deeper into your stretch. And again, trusting your body, trust that it can hold its balance, find its place. And then when you're ready, releasing the hands. And slowly, very slowly rising up, because there'll be a lot of blood rushing to your brain. So you're slowly bending your knees and rising up, vertebrae for vertebrae. Just coming up. And there you go, that's all your Prasarita Padotanasanas, A, B, C, and D. So you've done them. Okay, and I'll see you again tomorrow for your next posture.